everyone, it's Linda and I'm in the Florence Griswold Museum Historic Gardens. Today I'd like to talk about lilacs. I'm talking a lot about what to do in this springtime weather before things are blooming even. And these lilacs, this one, there's two smaller ones that were installed, and then there's another large one that are older. They're not old as in old with the property, but they do need some help. And if your lilacs are getting old and you need to do something with them, they're not blooming as well, here are some things that you should know about them. Generally, to keep them in good health, you're going to take out old growth. Every 3 or 4 years, you could take out some of the very oldest stems to start getting it back to, maybe mostly this size. And then this one would come out maybe in another 3 or 4 years once it gets to be this size. As you can see up towards the top, the old flower heads on there, and you can tell that it did have some bloom, but there's nothing down here, and you also have lots of suckers coming up. That's fine if you want to increase your, spread of this lilac. If you don't, you can cut them at the ground. The other thing you'll notice is that on this other large one, there's a lot of straight growth coming off of the stems, which we call water sprouts, which means that it was either damaged or trimmed at a time that was opportune for the plant to just put a lot of strength into growing. And unfortunately, it will put out these straight, long pieces. You can trim those at any time of the year. You don't want to do a lot of trimming right now for size because you'll end up trimming off flower buds. And if you look at these, you can tell which ones are going to have a flower and which ones are just leaves. You'll see a little bit of color starting. You can really notice it on these. These are really coloring up right now. So these smaller ones that are a little bit newer, like anything else, take off dead growth, take off anything damaged, anything that's crisscrossing. If you want to wait till the bloom is finished, then you can go back and take off this one that's growing towards the inside. Let it bloom, enjoy the bloom, and then you might even take this whole branch off because you want everything growing into a nice shape this direction.